Every day begins inside you, before the world appears, before the roads unfold ahead, before the doubts and fears. There's a quiet voice speaking beneath the noise outside, telling you who you are and what kind of life you'll find. If you call yourself broken, your spirit starts to bend. If you whisper, I am growing, your strength begins again. Because human beings slowly become the thoughts they hold inside, and every repeated belief shapes the course of life. You become what you believe, what you feed inside your mind. Your thoughts become the blueprint for the person built through time. The soul follows direction even when you cannot see, and the future often mirrors what you silently believe. I used to think my limits were written into fate, like I was born too late somehow, or simply not made great. So I carried fear like truth, repeated every scar until I almost forgot completely how powerful thoughts are. Because thoughts become habits, habits become days, days become your lifetime and slowly shape your ways. That's why hopeless thinking can bury living dreams long before reality ever has the chance to speak. A person saying I can't forever stops trying after pain, but someone believing I'll learn keeps rising once again. That difference changes everything across the years ahead. One mind keeps building futures, the other lives half dead. Not because life is easy, not because belief alone wins, but because belief creates action, and action is where change begins. The strongest people walking weren't fearless from the start. They simply protected carefully the vision inside their heart. Even when nobody saw it, even when nights were long, they kept speaking possibility till their spirit grew strong. And honestly, the scariest thing is how quietly thoughts grow. A single repeated sentence can decide the road you follow. I'm worthless, I'll fail, I'll never become more. Those thoughts become invisible walls around every unopened door. But the opposite is true as well. Hope can reshape the soul. Believing in your growth can pull you towards your goal. One thought becomes a movement, one movement becomes a climb, one climb becomes a future, built little by little through time. So guard your inner language more carefully than gold, because the mind becomes the soil where every life unfolds. And maybe that's the deepest truth hidden inside humanity. People are not trapped forever by what they used to be. They are shaped continuously by what they choose to think, and destinies begin changing the moment belief shifts. So speak to yourself with courage, even through the doubt and pain, because the person you imagine repeatedly is the person you become someday. You become what you believe, that law has always been true, and the future waiting quietly will often rise from the thoughts inside you.
You say I'm pretty, say I'm perfect, like that's the reason that you stay. List the things you love about me, like they won't just fade away. But what if all those words you're holding disappear some other day? Would you still be here beside me if they all just slipped away? I don't wanna be a moment or a list you check off clean. Don't love me am inside. I don't wanna be your answer, don't wanna be your perfect dream. I don't need to earn your feeling by being everything you need. I wanna stand here in the quiet with nothing left to prove, and know that even in the silence you'd still choose me too. Not for beauty, not for grace, not for anything I can't replace. Don't love me for the words I say, or for the way I make you stay. Don't love me for the light I bring, or any temporary thing. Love me when there's nothing left but who I am without the rest. No reason you can define, just love me as this heart of mine. Love was never meant to be a list of reasons we agree. It's something deeper, something true that lives beyond what we can prove. And if it needs a why to stay, then maybe it will fade away. But real love doesn't ask for that, it simply isn't that fact. So don't love me for the things you see, or for the version I could be. Don't love me for the reasons why, just love me. Don't even try. If you can stand here next to me with nothing but what I can be, then maybe we'll finally find a love with no reason, no design.
I said words I didn't mean, like sparks thrown into gasoline. In the moment it felt right to let the darkness speak. That night pride was louder than my heart, and anger tore the room apart. I watched love turn into smoke over sentences I never should have spoke. Fire feels powerful at first, until you see what it burns. Whatever starts in anger leaves ashes in the end, a wound that keeps on echoing long after voices end. Because rage may feel like strength, but it fades into regret. I've broken things with reckless hands, things I didn't understand. Not because I meant them harm, but because pain can sound like war. And silence after all the noise feels heavier than the choice to stop, to breathe, to let things rest before turning hurt into a mess. Not every feeling needs a fight. Some storms pass if we don't ignite. Whatever grows from bitterness will eventually collapse. You can't build peace from sharpened words, or love from constant attacks. Because anger burns fast and bright, but leaves you cold at night. But leaves you cold at night. What if strength is not the flame, but the patience to walk away? Not winning every war you start, but protecting your own heart. Because some battles cost too much, even if you burn. The room grew quiet after the storm, and I saw what anger had done. So now before I strike the match, I'll remember the ashes. There will be days they doubt you, days they push you down, days your effort feels invisible while the whole world turns around. You'll give your heart completely and still be left unseen. You'll carry dreams through storms that nobody else believes. And honestly, you'll wonder if all this pain is worth, if all the sleepless nights will ever give something back in return. But seeds don't bloom the moment they're buried in the ground, and roots grow deep in darkness long before they're found. So even if you stepped on, even if life hits hard, if you keep moving forward, your effort will leave scars. But those scars become proof of how deeply you believed. And someday through persistence, something beautiful will breathe. I used to think hard work should quickly show results, like effort owed us answers for every sacrifice involved. But life moves slower sometimes than the heart can understand, and dreams often demand years before they finally land. That's why so many quit early, not because they lack desire, but because they couldn't survive the silence before the fire, the silence before recognition, the silence before change, the silence where nobody notices how much strength it takes to continue through exhaustion, to continue through defeat, to continue while the world says you should probably retreat. But the strongest people aren't born without pain or fear. They're simply the ones who refuse to disappear. When life crushed their confidence, when rejection filled the air, when every step felt heavier than any soul should bear. And somehow through the breaking they still protected the flame, still woke up the next morning and fought through the rain. That kind of perseverance changes a person deep, because endurance creates character that comfort cannot teach. A flower becomes beautiful not because stories ever came, but because it kept growing through every drop of rain. So don't curse the hard seasons, don't hate the waiting years. Sometimes your greatest strength is being built right here, inside the unseen effort, inside the hidden climb, inside the daily choice to continue one more time. Because nothing sincere is wasted, no honest work disappears, and every drop of effort is shaping future years. You may not see it now, you may feel far from light, but mountains are moved slowly through countless unseen nights. So if they step on your spirit, if they laugh while you bleed, hold on to the truth that persistence plants the seed. And one day, without warning, after all the pain endured, the thing you protected quietly will finally bloom for sure. Not because life was easy, not because luck appeared, but because you kept believing long after weaker hearts disappeared. So keep going, keep building, keep standing through the storm, because effort carried faithfully always finds a way to bloom reborn.
I used to think that winning meant standing taller than the rest, faster hands, louder names, being seen inside the flame. But every battle that I fought still left something unresolved, because the enemy I feared was always whispering from within. The hardest war is never loud, it lives beneath the skin. Somehow, the first and greatest victory is learning how to master me. Not the world, not someone else, but the shadows I have felt. Every fear I choose to face, step I take. There were mornings I gave in to comfort, dressed up with peace within. Moments I let doubt decide who I was and how I'd fight. But strength is not a perfect heart. It's choosing light inside the dark. It's standing up another day, even when you wanna fade. You don't conquer by control. You conquer when you own your soul. The first and truest victory is breaking chains inside of me. The laziness, the fear, the pride, the voice that tells me not to try. Because the strongest men I've seen are the ones who conquered what's unseen. What if greatness starts right here? Not in glory, not in cheers, but in quiet moments alone, where you choose the harder road. Because no crown can truly last if you're still ruled by your past. So I'll fight the war within, again and again and again. Not for power, not for fame, but to become someone unchanged. And maybe that's the highest view, to finally become true to you. So before I chase the world outside, I'll learn to stand with what's inside. Because the hardest victory is over me. I fell for chaos dressed like magic, for every word that felt like fire. He made promises and whispers that only pulled me in deeper. I called it love, I called it passion, even when it broke me down. I didn't see the warning signs, I just wanted him around. I thought the highs were worth the fall, didn't know love could feel like more. I finally understand the difference between love and hurt. And I wouldn't change a single step, even all the tears I cried. They brought me here, they brought me you. They changed my life. I had to love the wrong one first to finally see what I'm worth. Every fall, every goodbye led me to something right. Now I know what love should be, not losing myself to feel complete. And I'm grateful for the pain, 'cause it taught me how to love again.
If every dream came easy, if effort guaranteed the prize, everybody would keep running, everybody would survive. If success was always certain, fear would disappear. No one would quit halfway, no one would break down here. But life doesn't promise victory to the people who begin. Sometimes the road stays silent, no matter how hard you give in. That's why so many stop trying when the results don't arrive, because chasing something uncertain can slowly drain your life. But the rarest kind of strength is not talent born at the start. It's staying devoted to the dream even while breaking apart. To keep the same fire burning when nobody understands. To keep creating in the darkness with empty trembling hands. I used to think gifted people were simply born ahead, like greatness lived inside them before a single step was led. But then I watched the people who truly changed their lives, and what amazed me wasn't skill alone, it was how long they survived. The lonely nights repeating, the years without applause, the mornings they kept showing up without visible rewards. That kind of endurance is something deeper than luck, because most people lose passion when life becomes too rough. But some hearts continue anyway, even when hope feels thin, even when failure whispers you'll never truly win. And honestly, I think that's where real talent lives, not in effortless perfection, but in refusing to quit, refusing to lower your dream just because the world stays cold, refusing to betray your purpose for comfort or control. Because anybody can shine when success comes quickly, but continuing through uncertainty, that's what reveals identity. That's what separates dreamers from the people who fade, the ability to keep believing long after excitement decays. To keep waking up early, to keep practicing unseen, to keep carrying the same vision through years in between. No guarantees, no promises, no certainty ahead, just a stubborn voice inside refusing to die instead. That's courage, that's devotion, that's the rarest thing of all. A person who keeps climbing even after every fall. I've seen talented people disappear the moment praise was gone, and ordinary people become extraordinary because they simply carried on. That's why I don't worship genius the way the world sometimes does. I admire the soul still fighting after years without enough recognition, enough rewards, enough signs. They'll make it through, and somehow they still stand up, still faithful to what's true. Maybe that's the deepest gift a human being can hold. Not brilliance without struggle, but passion that survives the cold. So if your road feels endless, if results still haven't come, remember your persistence itself is proof of who you've become. Because the people who truly change the world are rarely the fastest to rise. They're the ones who kept their fire alive through endless uncertain nights. And maybe that is talent more than anything else, the strength to keep moving forward when nothing guarantees it will help.
When the world feels heavy and the road turns cold, that surround you, and the truth feels old. When the voices whisper, why even try today? When the storm inside you won't just fade away. Even in the darkest hour, you can choose the light. Be good anyway, no matter where you stand. When the sky is falling, or nothing goes as planned. Be kind anyway, even when hearts betray. Your soul is what you keep at the end of every day. No matter what you face, no matter what they say, be good anyway. Some will try to break you, some will turn away. Some will judge your silence, some won't hear you pray. But the world remembers every quiet grace, every small compassion left in every place, every gentle act you give leaves a light behind. Be good anyway, no matter where you stand. When the sky is falling, or nothing goes as planned. Be kind anyway, even when hearts betray. Your soul is what you keep at the end of every day. No matter what you face, no matter what they say, be God anyway. You don't need a crown to change the world around. Sometimes all it takes is one heart that won't break. Even in the rain, even through the pain, be good anyway, even when hope feels far, even when the darkness hides every single star. Be kind anyway, let your spirit stay. The world may change tomorrow, but who you are today is written by the choice you make. Be good anyway.
You wear your failures heavily, like scars you shouldn't show. Like falling down once means you never deserve the road. So you hide your broken moments behind a careful smile, pretending you were never hurt, pretending you never tried. But every dream worth chasing comes with bruises on the soul, and nobody climbs mountains without losing some control. Failure is not disgrace, not when your heart was real, not when you gave everything to something you could feel. The shame is not in falling, the shame is living scared, too afraid to risk your spirit, too afraid to even dare. I used to fear mistakes so much I froze before the start, thinking one wrong outcome could destroy my worth apart. I watched opportunities leave me because fear chained my feet, and slowly I realized avoiding failure is another defeat, because life rewards the people who learn and rise again, not the ones who stay untouched inside imaginary safety nets. Every honest failure leaves wisdom in your hands, a deeper understanding change, you become wiser than before. Because pain refines the spirit when you still return once more. The strongest people walking are not the ones untouched by loss. They're the ones who failed repeatedly and still accepted the cost. Still chose another sunrise, still chose another climb, still chose to trust the future one more time. That's courage, that's glory, that's where greatness starts. Not in flawless victories, but in resilient hearts. The world may laugh at failure, but the world forgets its truth. Every masterpiece carries the fingerprints of struggle too. Every inventor was rejected, every artist doubted themselves, every dreamer met darkness before becoming something else. So why should you feel ashamed for being human enough to try? The people who never fail are usually the ones who never fight for their lives. And honestly, fear is heavier than any mistake can be, because fear keeps souls imprisoned from who they're meant to become. And see, a failed attempt can teach you, can sharpen your next move, but a life ruled by fear leaves nothing to improve. So fail, honestly fail, bravely fail, while reaching high, then stand back up wiser and challenge the sky. Because every new attempt carries lessons from the last, and broken roads often lead to stronger futures built to last. Shame is not in failure, never believe that lie. The shame is abandoning your spirit before it even gets to try. So wear your scars with honor, they prove you chose to live, and every setback carries seeds for something greater. Still to give, fail better, rise stronger, return with wiser eyes. Because the people who change the world are the ones who keep trying after they fall and rise. People think the brightest moments are the ones beneath the lights. The victories, the trophies, the beautiful perfect nights, the standing ovations, the crowds that know your name, the feeling of arriving at the end of all the pain. But honestly, those moments fade faster than we think, and glory by itself can leave a soul empty at the brink. Because the deepest kind of brilliance isn't born from easy days. It's born when broken hearts decide to rise again through pain. The brightest moment of your life may come in the darkest place, when something inside your despair suddenly wakes. When hope returns through the ruins, when purpose cuts the night, when your exhausted soul remembers it still wants to fight. I remember sitting hopeless, certain life had lost its way. Every dream felt shattered, every color turned to gray. Nothing looked inspiring, nothing seemed alive, just disappointment echoing through every sleepless night. And then without warning, somewhere underneath the ache, a vision of tomorrow quietly began to wake. Not certainty, not comfort, not success already won, just a burning realization my life is not done. And somehow that small fire shining inside despair felt more beautiful than any victory I'd ever held before there. Because there's something sacred about a soul deciding to challenge life again after almost collapsing. That moment changes people more than applause ever will. The instant someone broken still chooses to climb uphill, the world sees the triumph wins through pain. When you're standing in the wreckage and still dare to dream again, when the future suddenly whispers you were made for more than this end. That feeling is electric, more alive than victory itself, because rebirth feels different than success gathered for wealth. It feels like your soul awakening after years of sleep, like finally finding purpose buried underneath the grief. And maybe that's why suffering sometimes transforms a life, because people discover strength while surviving the night. Not because pain is beautiful, not because despair is kind, but because human beings are powerful enough to create light inside failure, inside heartbreak, inside the lowest ground. I felt you can still rise suddenly and turn everything around. So if you're lost tonight, if hope feels far away, remember the brightest fire may begin exactly this way. Not when everything is perfect, not when all your fears are gone, but when your tired heart decides it still wants to move on. Because the greatest moments in life are not always victories won. Sometimes they're the silent nights where a broken soul chooses to become someone. And in that moment, even despair cannot win, because the future has already begun deep within.
Thought I was the one who never got the love I dreamed, like something in me wasn't worthy, like I was less than I could be. I watched it happen all around me, hearts connecting, hands held tight, while I stood just on the outside, blaming fate for every night. I built a story I believed in, one that kept me safe somehow. I said I'm not the one they choose, I'm just the one they pass right through. But maybe that was just a shield to hide the truth I couldn't feel. I thought love never came my way, but maybe I pushed it away. I kept my distance like protection, never letting walls come down. Every time someone got closer, I would turn myself around. I called it strength, I called it freedom, said I didn't need it anyway. But now I see the truth inside it, I was the one who walked away. I was so afraid of breaking that I never let it start. I said I'm not the one they choose, I'm just the one they never use. But maybe I was closing doors before they ever reached my core. I thought love never stayed for me, but I never let it be. What if the worst thing wasn't losing love or never being seen? What if it's living all this time reason to love at all. I'm done saying I'm not enough, done hiding from what could be love. If I want something real and true, it starts with what I choose to do. I don't need to be perfect now, I just need to learn how to let my heart finally begin and let love in.
Some people say life never changes, like fate is already fixed, like dreams belong to other people and hope is dangerous to risk. They speak defeat so casually before they even begin, building invisible prisons deeper than their skin. It won't work out, that's impossible, people like me don't win. And slowly those words become the world they're living in, because the light follows direction even when we don't realize, and the future often bends itself toward what lives inside. If you believe nothing will change, you stop reaching for the light, you stop opening doors, you stop learning how to fight. And maybe without knowing it, you begin choosing defeat by expecting disappointment before your feet even move the street. I used to tell myself quietly, life just isn't fair for me, as if surrender sounded wiser than risking possibility. And honestly, that belief felt strangely safe at first, because if I expected nothing, failure couldn't hurt. But safety built from hopelessness comes with a hidden price. You slowly lose the fire that once made your spirit alive, because people who start believing stop acting with full heart, and dreams abandoned halfway never get the chance to start. The world is shaped partly by the thoughts we feed each day, not through magic or fantasy, but through the choices those beliefs create. Searching for a way, keeps learning, keeps climbing, keeps moving through the pain. But someone convinced they're powerless stops before the test, and then calls the life they created proof that nothing works out best. That's the tragedy of hopelessness that disguises itself as truth, while quietly stealing courage from the future inside you. Because the moment you decide nothing can change at all, you stop seeing possibility standing beyond the wall. And honestly, maybe life doesn't always go perfectly, but human beings become stronger through belief and responsibility. Not every dream comes easy, not every road is fair, but hearts that expect nothing rarely discover what's there. So be careful what you repeat inside your lonely mind, because beliefs become directions over years and time. If you keep saying I can't, your hands stop reaching out. But if you whisper maybe I can, something begins changing through the doubt. The future listens closely to the energy you bring, and people who expect defeat often create the very thing. So don't surrender your power before the battle starts. Life changes for the people who move with believing hearts. Because maybe the greatest prison is not the world outside, but the silent, hopeless story a person keeps alive inside. And maybe freedom begins the moment you decide to stop expecting darkness and finally step toward the light. I spent years behind locked doors, afraid of what the world held more. Every dream I tried to hold felt dangerous outside my soul. So I stayed where it felt safe, built my life inside a cage, and little by little I became a shadow wearing my own name. Fear promises it keeps you whole, but slowly it empties out your soul. How little light can truly grow inside a heart afraid to go. Fear may keep you from the pain, but it keeps you small the same. 'Cause nothing great was ever born from hiding safely from the storm. I've seen people lose their fire, not from failure but from fear. Too afraid to speak their truth, too afraid to become new. And every chance we leave behind still echoes softly through the mind. Not because we know we'd win, but because we never entered in. The safest road may look alright, but it slowly steals your light. How little can be built with doubt when fear keeps shutting every door down. The soul was made to stretch and break, to risk, to love, to recreate. 'Cause courage isn't having none, it's moving while fear still comes. What if fear never disappears? What if bravery simply appears the moment you decide to move, despite the shaking inside you? Because freedom doesn't wait for fear to fade away. So I won't let fear decide how much of life I leave behind. I'd rather fall while reaching high than live untouched and wonder why. Because one day we all will see fear took more than failure ever could from me. The night still whispers in my ear, but I won't live beneath my fear. Because somewhere beyond the doubt, my real life waits. Fear will always find you before the moment you begin. It whispers from the shadows underneath your skin. What if you fail badly? What if you lose it all? What if the dream you're chasing was never yours to call? And honestly, those voices can sound painfully real, strong enough to make a heart forget what it used to feel. So people stay where it's familiar, where nothing breaks apart, trading possibility away for temporary comfort in the dark. But listen closely, the greatest danger isn't trying and losing, it's spending your whole life never moving. Don't fear the challenge, fear the life you never live. Fear becoming someone who forgot how to risk. Fear the empty feeling of wondering what could have been. Because regret grows louder than failure ever did. I used to think courage meant never being scared, but courage is trembling deeply and still deciding to care. Still deciding to leap, still deciding to fight, still choosing the unknown over a safer, lonely night. Because every dream worth reaching lives outside familiar walls, and nobody discovers who they are by never answering the call. A bird fears leaving branches but never learns the sky, and hearts that never challenge life slowly forget how to fly. I remember standing frozen at crossroads in my life, watching opportunities disappear while I stayed trapped inside, trying to protect myself from embarrassment and pain. But slowly I realized I was losing more by staying the same. Because avoiding failure also avoids growth, avoids transformation, avoids becoming whole. The people I admire most weren't fearless from the start, they simply feared satisfying life. You will fail sometimes, you will break and doubt, but every challenge faced pulls hidden strength out. Every risk teaches something, every battle leaves wisdom behind, and every brave decision reshapes the borders of your mind. So stop waiting for fear to vanish, it never fully will. The brave are simply people who refuse to let fear kill their purpose, their passion, their chance to become more than the version of themselves too afraid to open the door. Because life belongs to movement, to souls willing to rise, and the future opens only for hearts that choose despite uncertainty, despite the pain, despite the possibility of falling once again. So don't fear the challenge, fear the untouched dream inside, fear the silent ache of knowing you never truly tried. And when your heart trembles someday, standing at the edge of change, remember the real tragedy in life is not failing bravely, it's never stepping forward at all. I've missed the mark 1,000 times, watched my hopes fall out of line. Every step that didn't land felt like slipping through my hands. There were days I almost quit, tired of giving all of it, wondering if I should just leave it where it was. But something deep inside my soul wouldn't let me walk away. A quiet voice kept calling out, try again. One more time, that's all it takes. One more step, one more mistake. If you still have the will to try, you're still alive inside. It doesn't matter how you fall or how many times you break. If you can say just one more time, you'll find your way. Failure doesn't end the road, it's just a weight you learn to hold. Every loss, every delay builds the strength you'll need someday. The ones who reach the other side are not the ones who never cried, they're the ones who didn't lose the courage to continue. You don't need a perfect run, you don't need to get it right, you just need to stand again and face the fight. One more time, even in doubt, even when it all runs out. If there's a spark you still can feel, then this is still real. It doesn't matter where you've been or how many times you failed. If you can say one more time, you will prevail. The difference isn't in the fall, it's not in how you break, it's in the moment you decide to rise again. One more time, don't let it go. Even if you're moving slow, every step you choose to take is more than a mistake. It's not the end until you stop, it's not over till you say I'll try just one more time again and find your way. One more time, that's enough. Nobody knows the ending when they first begin the climb. No map appears before them, no perfect warning signs. Every dream starts uncertain, standing somewhere in the dark with only a fragile feeling burning inside the heart. And fear will always whisper, you're not enough for this. Turn around before you fail, don't risk what you can miss. Because impossible things always look impossible first. That's why most people never touch them, they surrender before their search. But every great beginning starts with something unseen, a person choosing to believe before there's proof to believe. If you wanna reach Nobody can guarantee. You must first trust the possibility before reality agrees. Because belief is the first bridge across the unknown line. Hearts that never trust themselves never learn how to fly. I remember staring upward at dreams too high to hold, certain I would break apart before the story even told. I had no clear answers, no certainty ahead, only a restless voice inside refusing to stay dead. And honestly, that belief felt foolish at the start, like trying to light a fire inside a stormy heart. But slowly I discovered belief changes the soul. It gives exhausted hands the strength to continue toward the goal. Not because belief is magic, not because wishing wins, but because belief creates movement, and movement is where change begins. A person who believes keeps standing after pain, keeps learning after failure, keeps walking through the rain. While someone who decides too early, it can never happen for me, stops before the miracle has the chance to breathe. That's why belief matters before the world understands, before success appears, before the future lands. Every inventor believed first, every artist too, every dream that changed the world started in someone nobody knew. Started in uncertainty, started in doubt and fear, but somebody chose faith anyway and slowly brought the vision near. The world often waits for evidence before it gives respect, but dreams are born in private places long before results connect. So if your path feels unclear tonight, if the mountain seems too high, remember every impossible thing once lived only inside someone's mind. And the difference between a dream that fades away and a dream that becomes reality is who keeps believing through the delay. You don't need guarantees, you don't need the whole sky, you just need enough faith to take the next step and try. Because impossible roads open to hearts that still believe, even before the future has anything visible to see. Believe before you see it, that's how all journeys start. The future belongs forever to the faith inside the heart. I spent my days chasing more, counting what I could call my own. Every win, every gain still felt empty, just the same. I thought life was something I'd hold, a story written just for me alone. But something shifted deep inside when I looked beyond my side. It wasn't what I kept or claimed, it was the lives I ever chased. Maybe the meaning of this life is in the hands we hold at night, in every heart we choose to see, in every act of empathy. It's not about what we achieve, it's about the love we leave. A simple word, a quiet care, can change a world without a glare. You don't need to rise above, just lift someone up with love. Because the moments that remain aren't the ones we chase for fame, they're the ones where someone knew they weren't alone because of you. You don't find purpose standing tall, you find it when you give your all. Maybe the meaning is one that learns to give, not keep. What if we're not meant to shine alone? What if we're here to help others grow? Not to take, not to prove, but to give in everything we do. Because a life that only lives for self leaves something missing on the shelf. Maybe the purpose we're chasing for is already at someone else's door. In every hand we choose to hold, in every story left untold. When all is said and all is done, it's who we serve that makes us one. So I'll give more than I receive. That's how I choose to live. Because in the end it's clear to me to serve is to be free. Is to be free.
Hold the moment like it's all, afraid that it might slip and fall. Gripping tight with restless hands, trying hard to understand. Every second feels so loud, like it's now or not at all. Like if you don't make it now, you might lose it all. But what if life is wider than this single breath? What if there's a rhythm beyond what you can get? If you trust the flow of life, you don't have to hold so tight. You don't have to chase each moment like it's slipping out of sight. There's a time for every step, there's a place for every move. When you trust the way it's going, life will carry you. You don't need to force the path or turn the future into now. Not everything is meant to be controlled by you somehow. There's a quiet kind of knowing that doesn't need a plan, that what is meant to find you will find you where you stand. You don't need to rush the tide or fight against the sea. The more you learn to let it flow, the more you start to see. If you trust the flow of life, you don't have to fear the change. Every moment has its place, even when it feels strange. You don't have to hold it all or make it stay with you, because what is meant to be will always come through. Clinging doesn't make it last, it only makes you tired. Life was never meant to be something you acquire. If you trust the flow of life, you can finally breathe again. You don't have to win each moment to feel like you can stand. Every step, every fall is part of something true. When you trust the way
never changes, like the ending's already known. Like dreams are just illusions for people stronger than your own. You speak like hope is foolish, like trying only breaks the heart. So before the race even begins, you decide not to start. And maybe you call it realism, maybe you call it truth, but sometimes hopeless thinking is just fear disguising you. Because people who believe nothing good will ever come stop reaching for tomorrow before the battle's even won. If you expect your life won't change, you slowly shape it that way by turning from the open doors you could have walked through someday. The mind becomes a compass pointing where the soul will go, and hearts convinced of darkness rarely search for light to grow. I used to tell myself quietly, this is just who I am, as if my future had been written before I even made a stand. I blamed the world around me, blamed timing, luck and fate, while secretly protecting myself from the pain of trying too late. Because failure looked terrifying, but hope looked dangerous too. If you believe in something deeply, you might lose it before it's true. So I built walls from cynicism and called them wisdom instead. But inside those safe excuses, something in me slowly bled. 'Cause human beings weren't created to live without desire, and souls that stop believing forget how to build fire. The saddest prison isn't visible, it lives inside the mind, and all the silent sentences that keep a dream confined. I'll never make it, it's too late now. Nothing ever works for me, those thoughts become the chain somehow. Not because life is magical, not because belief alone wins, but because belief changes action, and action changes everything. People who expect possibility keep moving through the pain. They keep searching, keep learning, keep beginning again. While people expecting failure stop before they're tested, then call their untouched potential proof they were never destined. And honestly, maybe life will never fully obey, but human beings create more freedom than fear wants us to say. Every choice matters, every risk leaves marks, every brave thought opens another door inside the dark. So be careful what you repeat inside your tired chest, because your thoughts become directions over years of breath. If you keep feeding hopelessness, your future starts shrinking too. But the moment you believe change is possible, life begins responding differently to you. Maybe not instantly, maybe not without scars, but enough to slowly carry you closer to who you are. So don't surrender your future before it has the chance to speak. The world belongs more often to hearts willing to believe, and maybe the cruelest fate is not losing after you tried, but choosing defeat so early that your real life never arrived. I used to want the answers fast, skip the hurt and bypass the past. Thought wisdom came from what you knew, not from what you struggled through. But every scar upon my skin taught me more than comfort did, and every road that made me bleed left something stronger underneath. Nothing valuable arrives for free, not the things that shape who we'll be. Experience always costs something, a little pain, a little suffering. You pay in nights, you pay in tears, you pay in trial through the years. But every wound becomes a guide, lighting up the road inside. I've met people young in age, but ancient in the things they without walking it in time. The lessons that stay the longest are the ones bought through hardship. Experience is earned slowly through broken plans and lonely evenings. Not in comfort, not in ease, but in moments that bring you to your knees. And though the price can feel unfair, the wisdom stays there. What if pain is not the enemy? What if it's part of becoming? 'Cause every soul that truly grows has walked through things nobody knows. And maybe that's the hidden art, turning hurt into heart. So I won't regret the cost or every time I thought I'd lost, because the person standing here was shaped by every difficult year. And though experience asks for more, it gives back deeper than before. The road was never free to walk. Every lesson had its cost, but looking back through all this time, I think it was worth the price.
We scroll through faces like a story, looking for a flawless line. Every smile, every moment, measured against a perfect design. We keep waiting for a feeling that fits like it's meant to stay. But every almost turns to nothing when it doesn't feel that way. We say it's not enough yet, like love should come complete. We're chasing perfect people while letting perfect love slip away. Looking for a ready answer instead of learning how to stay. It's not about perfection, it's about the work we do. Love was never something found, it's something built by two. We leave before it gets complicated, before the cracks begin to show. Thinking something better